there's ever been a guy on planet Earth that could throw a dinosaur onto a smoker, this is the guy.
Yeah, he's lucky he got on.
It is Big Jim Stancil from Bare Knuckles BBQ. Jim, how are you?
Good. How are you doing, Chip?
Doing very well. Good to see you as always.
No, thanks for having me.
We get to spend the next few minutes with Jim. We're going to be talking about things to grill, things to cook on the stove, things to put your final product on. We'll get to all of that.
Smokers and whatnot.
Smokers and whatnot. You have brought something here that I don't think you've ever done here on this show, but you've had a lot of experience, and this is one of the new rages in grilling.
Everybody wants pork belly.
Yeah.
So that is what bacon is before it's cured, brined, smoked, all that kind of stuff on a commercial level. You can buy it in its raw form.
Slab form.
Nothing on it, just an unseasoned piece of pork belly. I tend to buy it with the skin off.
Yeah.
It's a little more easy to work with. Typically 12 days in a dry rub.
12 days.
12 days. This is a tried and true method here.
Yeah, you rub it down and then
rub it down, put it in a vac seal bag, and I leave it in my walk-in, I'll leave it. So 12 days, I'll pull it out, I'll wash it off completely. I'll re-season it, then I'll go to the smoker. All
right. If you're going to throw one of these on a smoker, what is the best way to do it? Temperature and time.
Do it like you would cook a pork butt or some brisket or something, you know, at 225.
Right.
5 or 6 hours, depending on how big of a piece you do.
Yeah.
And then when you get it right to the end, put a little love on it, you know, some honey, some brown sugar, a little butter, because the rub is really spicy. And so what happens is you want to balance. We're always trying to balance these flavors.
That looks like it's darn near perfect.
So I will cook this and chill it and put it into small bags.
All right. I'm going to take this piece up right here, and I'm going to show it to the camera.
Right.
Tell me how you know. Let me try that again. Tell me how you know when this is ready to bring off of the smoker, or in this case,
see that golden color where it's just, at this point it's cooked, it's done. All we're trying to do is put a little crust on it by putting that extra bark crust happy on there.
Now, as long as I can tell, pigs have always had bellies. Why do you think this is just now coming into vogue over the past couple of years? Everybody's just gone nuts on pork belly.
Well, they call it pork belly burn ends, but technically it's just pork belly. The only burn ends I know of come from a brisket. So these are really very delicate pieces of meat. They are very tasty. This is not something you're going to eat once a week.
Yeah.
This is something you're going to eat on a special, you know, whenever. My guys, the guys that I feed, big heavy guys, they love this. This is their favorite thing we do. This would be an appetizer.
All right, now let me ask you this. Are you allowed to tell who some of these guys you feed are, or is it a proprietary secret?
My catering operation is basically a corporate deal, but I do a lot of work for football players and athletes and soccer and everything else. So.
And professional being the operative word here.
Yeah, NFL stuff.
And you are based out of Atlanta.
I live in Oxford, which is east of Atlanta.
We'll let you figure that out.
So,
wow.
So what we'll do, if you want to just taste that as it is.
I do.
I will assemble a sandwich.
All right.
If you want to ease just a hair over here.
Holy cow.
So, you like it spicy or not spicy? Spicy?
Yes. I like it both.
So here's an ancho aioli. It is really spicy. You can see by all the peppers. And I want to put some on both sides just because.
That's how you roll.
That's how I go.
All right.
So we're going to take probably these whole 3 pieces here.
And what are the other options too if you don't have any of this?
Sometimes I will glaze these. I will cut them into chunks and glaze them and put them back on the cooker and let that sauce set on them. And people will just eat them with toothpicks, or most guys just with their fingers. So.
Well, that's.
That's how.
All right, and you can also put some of your Bare Knuckles BBQ sauce on here, right?
This is a vinegar kind of deal, not Carolina type, but it's got a red hot sauce in it, and so you can just
do a little drizzle here.
Yeah, just do a little drizzle, and it will enhance that because pork loves vinegar and pepper and all that kind of stuff.
All right, and there's a delicate balance, as you've told me in years past, between the spicy and the sweet.
Correct. I mean, some people just cannot do spicy. They just don't want it. They don't want to deal with it, but I find that that's mostly the men.
Yeah?
The women always love the spicy.
All right, well, there you have it, straight from the horse's mouth, and this guy is the ultimate authority. Again, he's been on Chopped, he's been on Grill Masters, he's been on a number of primarily barbecue and meat-related shows.
Grilling,
and it's done very well.
Creative kind of shows.
I mean, there is a professional football team in Atlanta that hires him. Did I say too much there?
No.
All right. Find out more. Bare Knuckles BBQ.com. Bare Knuckles BBQ.com. Now, after you've cooked all the pork belly or the ribs or the steak, what do you put them on? Big Jim's got the answer for that as well when we come back.